Good morning, and welcome to Wet Winnipeg. Yeah, it's pretty damp out there. I was out about 10 minutes ago and I plugged in the heater on my bike box to warm the bike up because the weather is possibly going to be acceptable for a ride all around noon today, all being well. At least that's what the weather office says. We're a lot warmer than we were yesterday morning at this time. 6.7 Celsius. That's not bad. Yeah. Okay. One of the viewers reminded me that we have to get ladders yet. And I was thinking, I've gone and put away all my soldering stuff. Well, it's not. It's just right down here. It's not that big of a deal to get it back out again. But I probably would have been better off soldering the ladder into the place where it has to go on these little platforms rather than gluing it. So that's the plan for today. We're going to get our ship's ladders and then also that I should peruse ahead in the manual to see where this railing. I don't know why I'm trying to show you this stuff. It's way too small to see. Especially if my thumb is in the road, right? Yeah, it's just way too small to see. Why is it that part of it seems to stick out past the edge of the platform, and it gets glued on right here? Well, we'll worry about that later. All right, let's get the photo etch piece we need here. For the ladders are photo etch F9 and F9. They're both F9s. Well, that sort of makes sense because these pieces we're making are sort of mirror image to each other. Okay, no big news here. Haven't seen the walkers yet, although I will look. We're ready for Missy the dog. There we go. Yeah, let's just sort of get right into it. I feel kind of funny this morning for some reason. Just things aren't just coming natural to me. Yeah, had a good ride yesterday. Went out to the little town of Transcona, which is actually part of Winnipeg now. And Transcona is where my daughter lives. I actually rode right past her house. I didn't stop because she was at work and so on, but yeah, it was a good ride. I was out for out for well over an hour. I didn't feel cold. I had the heated hand grips going, and I was very, very comfortable. I didn't want to stop, to tell you the truth. I could have gone for another hour, but you know, as I've said before, a person doesn't want to overdo it because then the novelty or the fun of it sort of wears off. You know, if you do something over and over and over and over, I've often related the story. Well, not often, but before I've mentioned the story about my dad. My dad was among other things, he was a bush pilot. And I think he had around 3,000 hours or something, and I was saying something about, gee, it must be fun to do that. And he said something to the effect of, no, it's not fun anymore, it's work. You know, you would think flying an airplane would be fun, right? But no, it became work because you did it so much. Anyway, enough about that. Let's get our ladders here, and they're not on this sheet. I know that. This is the sheet from yesterday. Okay, we are not making a whole bunch of sense here, are we? Let's recompose. Okay, photo etch F9. There's only one F9, but as I've said before, we have two F sprues. Well, I guess they're sheets, not sprues. Okay, in the comments from yesterday's episode, again, somebody asked me, where did you get that blade? And this is simply a number 18 flat blade, ground to the shape it is right now. Try and get as close to the rail as I can without actually shaving the rail off, which I have occasionally done. Okay, there's one. And I found that the trick with this is move slow. So if you see you're starting to bend something the wrong way, it either means you didn't nip it off all the way or you forgot altogether. Okay, there's number 2. Now, if you notice, I've placed these with the folding lines up. Guess I made a mistake by putting this second one on the base as well. Now this one I'm not going to be able to bend over all the way. This is a fairly narrow little ladder. Yeah, I'll have to tweak this up afterwards, I guess. That's as far as I can go. Yeah, let's get something flat. Where's my flat tweezer? Okay, now I'll do the other one the same way, but as long as we're dealing with this one, we got to bend the treads. And I have on occasion bent them the wrong way. In other words, if a person would have stepped on the tread he would have gone sliding to the bottom instead of being able to step to the bottom. So now this is going to be at an angle like this. I can carefully pick it up. Okay. So that means we're going to want to bend our treads. I may not be able to do this on camera. Gotta try and get my tweezer in there. Maybe it's thinner this way. Let's get this back off of there. That was not a good idea. Oh, telephone. Gotta go. Okay, maybe I'd have better luck getting it on something soft here. And that phone call, that was my doctor's office phoning. The doctor that did the surgery almost 3 weeks ago now, I guess, wanted to give me a call about something. So I'm hoping it's good news and not bad news. No. If I can just, I don't want to be going too quick here. Just kind of get each one of these bent a little bit. They may not be at the perfect angle, but if they're at an angle, they look believable, if you know what I mean. I may be calling today's episode short. Maybe if I just leave it flat like that, poke it in and squeeze. Yeah, that seems to be working. Gotta be careful when I release the tweezer that I don't spread something. And the last one. Okay, so that's kind of believable. They might not be at the perfect angle, but you know, at least it kind of looks like a little ladder now. Yeah. I guess I don't need to be spinning this around, do I? Okay, both ladders are done now. And I had been talking about maybe soldering the ladder into the stairwell right here. But I'm wondering now, would it be better to just CA them in place, sort of like what I used to do? See, now this is trying to get this to balance where it's supposed to go here. This may not work. I'm just trying to show this. This is actually the first time I'm trying it. Now there is sort of a, let's see, can you see that? Let me just angle everything just a little bit differently here. Okay. Squeezing very, very gently. Okay. There we go. That's pretty much where it's supposed to go. And then the ladder is supposed to go through the stairwell, which I knocked over. Okay, and then down, and I believe, is it supposed to line up with anyway. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to fasten this this piece onto this module here, and then CA the ladder in place later. We've got a lot of painting to do. This platform should probably be the same color as this deck is right here, and the rest of it can be the back. See, this is, there we go. Okay, this should all be the number 50 as far as I can tell, and then this is a bulkhead, so it should be the 82, the same as this. And then I would think that this deck should also be the 50. I'm not sure, but then that would mean when I spray it, my railing is also going to be the 50. What did I do with some of that other stuff? I don't know. I just can't think here this morning. Maybe I'm worried because of that phone call I got. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Oh, Missy, you didn't go as far as usual. Too wet out there for your paws?
Well, you know, it was kind of cloudy and rainy this morning, but it's looking not too bad.
Yeah, it's cleared up. It's I was mentioning that I might be able to get out about noon. I got a call from Dr. Anderson's office. He's going to give me a phone call at 2:45. So I don't know what that's going to be all about now.
Oh, he's giving you a report.
I guess so. I hope it's going to be good news, not bad news.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
I would guess that it's a pathology report.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah.
We're going to the VET today
Oh, the VET.
for the heartworm medication and the tick medication. I'm going to see if they'll renew her your medication without an appointment. You know, there's some way you can renew our own prescriptions when we go to pharmacy.
Yeah.
You'll probably ask to have an appointment. It's such a scam.
Yeah, I know. Vets are a money grab.
I'm going to write a letter to someone and tell them that animals should be included in Medicare and pharmacare.
Medicare. Yeah, Medicare for the animal, eh?
Oh yeah, the animals be spending an awful lot more money than the humans.
Yeah. Okay. So was that good, Missy? Was that good?
You've been giving her smaller portions.
Yes. I want her to eat her breakfast.
We'll know over in a couple of weeks. Or these supplements may be causing my hemoglobin to go up. There's nothing better than feeling good.
Yeah, that's right. Well, it's nice to see the sunshine.
Goodbye, Uncle Ron.
Bye, Missy.
Thanks, Uncle Ron. Bye, Missy. Nice sunshine, man.
Yeah, nice to see you.
This is a warm spot. See you later.
You bet. Yeah, the streets are drying up. Missy the dog. Missy the dog. Okay, generally at this point I say, well, let's continue on here, and this is what we're going to do. But right now I honestly don't know what I'm going to do here. I guess we'll know in the next scene. Yeah, I think I'm going to go do some editing. I haven't done any editing yet this morning, and my heart's just not in it this morning. Yeah. It is just a coincidence that it is exactly 12 noon, more or less. That's going to go on there. Then the boat is going to go on here. I don't know which direction we're going to have it. This I know has to be painted the 82, and so does the back of the bulkhead. I'm just debating whether maybe just paint everything the 82, because if I do paint the deck area the 50, it's going to be quite dark, and yet on the other hand, I don't think we're going to be seeing this anyway, because the flight deck comes right over top of it. This is actually mounts on the stern of the ship. Yeah. I don't know. I just like I said earlier, I just can't get with it today. Normally, I can make up my mind what I want to do and just go ahead and do it. But right now, I'm kind of undecided here. And this was where I was going to put that LED down in here, and it would illuminate this back area along here. At least that's the plan. We'll see what happens when we get to that stage, which is not going to be for quite a while. However, I don't want to get into spraying now, that's for sure. So I think I'm going to wrap today's episode up, as poor as it is. I guess what I could have done maybe is set up to put this piece here on. It has to go like this, if you remember. No, I'm going to call it quits for today, folks. So all I can say is thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we're going to see you tomorrow.